Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gully of Barb's Tea Service. And today we are back for our 26th podcast.
It just keeps adding up.
It does. Courtesy on TV Studios. And
Yep.
I'm here, as always, with my studio engineer,
Yep.
Arm Candy,
Here I am.
co-host,
Yes.
Chris Gully. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
And today we're not alone.
What?
We have company. We have very special guests.
Oh, there they are.
Yes. So I'd like to introduce Megan Oliver and Rob Gully. Welcome.
Wow.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so
Great
excited.
to be here.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
So Rob has been a special guest a few times.
Yeah.
I'm always a special guest,
Is he really that special?
no
though?
matter where.
He is.
Okay.
Special guest / guinea pig.
All right.
Yeah.
And so we're always happy when you're here.
Yep.
But a special
Yep.
welcome to Megan.
Yep.
Oh, well,
because
thank you.
this is her first time
Yep.
here. And we're really excited. Actually, we're pretty honored because you came to our podcast to talk about a wonderful organization,
Yes,
and they do really good things.
I believe so.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
And they help to find kittens' homes, but we're going to hear more about
Yep.
that.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And today we're going to talk about, we always kind of talk high level about what we hope to cover.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get there,
Yeah.
but
All right.
we're going to talk about a couple different houses
Yes.
today.
All right.
We're going to talk about the Pink House,
Uh-huh.
where Megan had afternoon tea with us.
Yes.
Yes.
hmm And then we're going to talk about Animal House.
Not the movie.
Not the movie.
Michigan.
All right.
Ah,
There
yes. She's got the sweatshirt.
Right.
And that's that wonderful organization that we're
Yep.
going to hear a lot about.
Right.
And then if we have time, we want to wrap up with something sweet. We're going to do a chocolate and tea pairing.
Can't wait.
Oh, I know.
Nice.
And then our final, we'd like to talk about some tea table books.
Yes.
Some that you might want to purchase for the tea enthusiast on your holiday list.
Yes.
Or something special for yourself.
That's right.
Right?
It's always a thing.
Yes. So I'm going to say tea table. Let's put more emphasis on the tea table. Coffee table,
It's been done.
it's been done. Exactly. And actually, this one isn't your first tea time today, is it?
No, it's not. I ventured out and did some December golf here in Michigan, and with a by TEE time. Yes.
Okay. And that
Right.
was your goal, to get
That-
out every month.
That's right, and I'm a man of action.
Yes.
Love it.
Or
Was it as exciting as summer golfing?
Actually, in semi-seriousness, it's because there's so few people out there doing, out in this ungodly weather, and it was actually, very quick, and there's nobody out there, and it was. I had a good time.
good.
Yeah.
I joined you last month, but I do draw the line.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
it was a little.
Yeah.
Okay, but good for you.
Yeah.
So, but first, tea.
All right.
So today we're trying this blueberry ginger,
Uh-huh.
and we got this. I'm going to show the
Yep.
label there.
There you go.
This is from the Whistling Kettle
Mm-hmm.
in upstate New York. It's in Troy, New York.
Right, Troy.
We
Yep.
were in the Hudson Valley
Right.
this summer,
Mhm.
and we were visiting with Matt and Jenna,
Right.
our favorite New York couple.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
a little shout out to Matt.
Yes.
Today's his birthday.
Amazing.
Happy birthday, Matt.
There he
Happy
is.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of you. Cheers.
Yep.
As we have our tea from New York.
Here we go.
But the reason I selected this was, one, I know you both like ginger tea.
Mhm.
And Rob, we usually have some kind of
Yep.
ginger tea
Yep.
when you come. It's nice because it's decaffeinated.
Right.
I mean, it's herbal tea,
Right.
so
Right.
it won't keep us up late at night.
Right.
And also, with this tea pairing,
Uh huh.
tea and chocolate pairing that we hope to do at the end of the program, the chocolate that we brought is said to pair well with ginger. So keep that in mind. Huh?
Very good.
Mhm.
Okay.
So let's take some sips and
Yep.
see what we think.
I'm just saying that the chocolate tasting better not get cut for time.
Oh, okay. Gauntlet thrown.
I'm
That's
with you.
really good. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you picking up? So it's ginger, blueberry.
Yeah. A lot of fruitiness,
So
fruits in this.
I can
yeah.
taste the blueberry.
Yeah.
Can you taste any other
Do we get the
tasting wheel.
wheel for reference?
Sure. You can check that out. These are my tasting wheels,
Ooh.
and it
Oh.
kind of gives you some clues.
Sweet,
Yeah.
fruity,
Yep.
floral.
Yep. Yeah.
I agree. I do definitely taste the blueberry.
That's what I
Yeah.
think. That's the overwhelming
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
But it
Very good.
also has apple bits
Okay.
Okay.
and some lemon balm
Yep.
and some corn flour. You were picking up florals.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well done.
It's good though. I
All right.
like it.
I do too. I like this. Okay, so we'll pour in some more
Yep.
some hotter tea
Yeah.
when we try our
Yeah.
chocolate. But
Right.
okay, so when we have a special guest, we always like them to bring in a special cup
Yep.
or mug. And Rob, you have not disappointed us yet.
Yep.
You have.
Yep.
Dog mom.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Perfect for our theme today.
Nice. Yes.
And Megan, which did you bring?
So I do have one that says cat mom,
Yes.
but I knew he would bring his dog mom one.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm also going to be talking a lot about cats, so I didn't want to bring my cat one.
Yes.
But I do have this other favorite mug.
Yes.
That's pretty.
It's from Target,
Ooh.
and it says "Be
Ooh.
present" on
Yeah.
the inside. And since I'm right-handed,
Yes.
that's what I see
Yeah.
when I have my morning coffee. So it's like little
Yeah.
inspiration with my caffeine booze.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
I enjoy it,
Okay.
It's very pretty.
and it's pretty. Yeah.
And I like the portion
Yeah.
because I like a generous pour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Very good.
All right.
Okay, so Megan, you had told me that you had a favorite tea when you were little.
Yes.
So what was that?
So it was an adventure to find out what it was. Actually.
Okay.
But
Yep.
I remember it because when you asked me, do you have a favorite tea? It triggered a memory of, oh my gosh, I did have a favorite tea.
Yes.
But I don't know what it was. So I interrogated my mom trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it turns out she actually got it from the Blue Nile
Oh,
in
yeah.
Ferndale.
Yes.
So it's an Ethiopian tea.
Ah.
Oh.
I looked on their website and it just that's all it said was our Ethiopian tea.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really give you a name of it, but it's a spiced tea.
Okay.
Oh.
And I remember when she'd make it when I was a kid, she'd add a little bit of soy milk to it. So
Oh.
it was kind of like a chai taste to
Yes.
it. I love chai teas.
Ah.
So now that I know,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm going there
Yes.
hopefully soon.
Yes.
And I will have that. But since I haven't had it yet, I also do enjoy the Yogi stress relief tea.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It's in like the little purple bag.
Mhm.
I think it has like some lavender in it. That one's really good too.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
And this time of year, I could probably take a double dose of that.
There you go.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Stress relief.
Oh, yes. Right.
All right.
All right.
All right, that's good. And I like that Ethiopian because you hear a lot about Ethiopian coffee,
Right.
but
Right.
this is great. So yeah, we'll have
Right.
when you come back.
We'll
have
check it out.
I'll bring it.
All
Yes.
right. All right. Very good.
All right.
Okay. So I mentioned the Pink House. We did a visit to the Pink House, and when we have a special guest, we like to talk about maybe a tea time we shared together.
Yes.
And we had this one. You joined us with there's a group of 12 ladies,
Yes.
and we went to the tea room in New Baltimore. And what did you think of that?
It was so cute. It was like it had all the vintage like teacups,
Right,
And
right.
I don't know what you'd call it, like porcelains, and it
Yep.
was really pretty. All the displays. I'd never been to like an actual tea tasting or afternoon tea.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But all the little finger foods were super
Yeah.
cute, and I love that they actually had like 6 different pots of tea going around.
Right.
They did, right?
Yeah, so you didn't have to like choose 2 for the table. You
You're
could
right.
really taste a lot of them.
That's a great point because you didn't have to commit.
Right.
It wasn't that you could share the different pots. So yeah, good point.
Yep.
And we also had you had read the memo, and I had suggested that people bring a favorite pin,
Yes.
a brooch, and I did it for a couple of reasons because a lot of us have those pins in our collection, but when do you get to use them?
Right.
And also a conversation piece because you get to find out something that special interest or maybe something that was in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And as I recall, yours was from was it your grandmother?
My great-great-grandmother.
Ah.
Great grandmother.
Yeah.
Wow.
I should have brought it
Yeah,
too because I
I-
knew we were going to talk about it, and it just dawned on me. that there's a camera.
That's okay.
It is really pretty though. It's like it has like gold little swirls and some emerald little like oval shiny pieces. I'm describing it not very well, but it is very vintage looking.
Yeah.
And I didn't know my great grandma,
Right.
but I did grow up with my great grandma.
Uh-huh.
So I guess that I've heard stories of her.
Right.
and,
It's a
you know.
connection.
Yeah.
I
So
love
it's
that.
almost like I knew her like through stories at least. Because I
Yes.
don't think a whole lot of people know a bunch of stories about their greats.
Right,
know?
right.
Exactly.
I felt a connection. So it was nice to be able to wear it, and have it just like see daylight. I'm sure she would have appreciated that.
Yes.
So it was nice I got to wear it. Yeah, it was
Very
fun.
good.
All right.
Yeah, I was glad you brought that and shared it with us. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so I think actually we will do another tea.
Love it.
Organize another one.
Yep.
I don't, maybe the gents will come this time.
Uh-oh.
Why wasn't I invited to this one, the Pink House?
Yeah.
Well, they did set us a limit of 12.
Yeah.
So
You didn't make the cut.
so maybe if we expand, well, we'll definitely I love the enthusiasm or the resentment. Either way, I love it. Okay. So Megan, you came to share some information about this wonderful organization, Animal House, and you volunteer there. Can you tell us what they do, what their mission is?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like it was really good timing to talk about it too because of the cold right now,
Yep.
and there's this huge, I guess, overflow epidemic, if you will, in the nation where all the rescues and all of the shelters there's overflow, and nobody can really take any animals in. And with Animal House of Southeast Michigan, who I volunteer for, we are primarily foster based. So as long as we have fosters, we don't have that problem. So I thought it'd be a good idea to
Put the word out.
Yeah, sure about that because maybe somebody listening would like to foster. So it is nonprofit, no kill. We do, although, have I don't know if you'd call it home base, but we do share space with PetSmart in Royal Oak. It's Woodward and Catalpa,
Right.
like between 10 and 11.
Right.
And so we have space there where we hold some of our cats. There's kittens, there's seniors, there's adults. As soon as they get adopted, they switch out. So some of them are there a little longer, but
Right.
we do replace some. So if you go in there, you can see them in person. But although we're a foster
Right.
base, we have a website. So it's on Pet Finder.
Mhm.
If you also search Animal House in there, you'll see all of our kittens up for adoption. There's literally hundreds of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I will give you the link actually.
Yep.
Okay.
If you wanted to post it,
Yes.
where you can get information on how to be a foster, how to adopt, look at everyone who is adoptable. We have our Venmo, Amazon wish list too, so you can buy the kitties the things that they actually need, like directly.
Oh,
'Cause sometimes
great.
people don't just want to, give a donation. They want to know where it's going, and
Right.
so
Sure.
that's a specific way to do it too. So yeah, fostering is really rewarding because you get to give them a nice place rather than a cage,
Right.
and it's really great. And the more we have, the more we can take off the streets. So now that it's chilly outside, maybe that's some inspiration.
Yep.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And there are different animal houses throughout the of the county, or is it just this one location where you work?
So I didn't know until literally a few days ago. Somebody asked me, "Oh, is it the one in, I think it was Plymouth or something like that?" I was like, "Well, we don't really have a home base, so no." And I Googled it, and there is an animal house,
Okay.
but that's not us.
Ah.
But we're Animal
okay.
House of Southeast Michigan.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
specifically, if you search that and you see a little blue kitten and puppy, then you'll know you're in the right spot.
All right.
Okay, and the other nice thing about Animal House and their shared space at PetSmart is, as you said, you can go in and you can look at the kittens and the.
Oh yeah, so Monday through Friday, we always have time where we let them out into little tents. So we'll let them out so they can scratch the scratch boards, play with toys, interact, and the people who are there can come in and like pet them in the tents and get to know them personally. Because with the fosters, you have to like meet them, but we have them right there in PetSmart. So
Right.
every day they get to play, and people get to come pet them and meet them,
Yep.
and it's really sweet. So Monday through Friday, we're there from 6 to 8, and then on the weekends from 4 to 6, they clean. So and those time frames, if you want to stop by We're gonna look PetSmart and
All right.
come see some kitties.
Okay.
Down in-
And it seems like it's such a, I mean, you feel so good about that because it's, the cats get to socialize a little bit. They're not just
Yeah.
behind a gate
right
all day.
And even when they are at PetSmart, they're out in the open. They're not
Okay.
like hidden in some
Yes,
room.
right,
So
right.
They get socialized through the day.
That's-
So I like that
That's
about
probably
it
very
too.
good for them. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So I know you volunteer, you're there at least once a week.
I go in there, once a week on
Right.
Thursdays.
And then you've also done some in-field rescues.
Yes, it is inevitable. As soon as people know that you're a cat person, you don't even have to say you are with a rescue. If
Right.
they know you're a cat person, they'll come at you with like, "Hey, I know this cat."
Yeah.
But now that I'm associated with a rescue, a
Right.
lot more people reach out. So the first time that through this organization, I mean, I've helped cats in the past, but through this organization, the first time there was this kitten somebody posted. It was in Detroit. We only had like kind of an area of where she was like staying at. Excuse me. And so I told Rob, I was like, I'm going down to Detroit at these points. And he's like, I'm coming with you. I was like, all right, let's make it an adventure.
Yeah.
And it's really sad, especially in places like Detroit where there is an abundance of strays.
Right.
I mean, it's not the only place, but around here specifically, they do have like a really bad overflow of kittens outside.
Sure.
But we found the specific one we were looking for. It was the cutest thing ever. He ran out from across the street, just a little guy. We call him Scrappy because he was scrapping with the other cats to get the food.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I didn't know where to put, but somebody reached out to me, and I was like, "Hey, Rob,
Yeah.
how do you feel about a kitty for a while?"
I was like, it is only a matter of time
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
this happens in our relationship.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got to meet the kitten
Yeah.
for a few days when you were fostering
Oh yeah,
temporary.
Mhm. Yeah, you came over and met the cat.
Yeah.
And Tara, your 16 and a half
Yeah.
year old puppy,
Yes.
was kind of non.
She grew up with a cat. She was not, like she's not, but I did have. So I gotta frame this. It's like I don't, I'm not a cat person. I don't get cats. I'm allergic to cats. But
other than that,
at day one, I'm like sending her pictures of me on the couch with the cat on my chest for nap time, and Tara did get a little curious. Dogs can kind of have that intense energy, like let's play, and the kitten did a little like and set the boundaries.
Yeah.
And Tara didn't even phase her.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna go lay down now.
Yeah.
But no, I really cats are great nap animals.
Yes.
I did not know this until
Oh
I
yes.
fostered this cat.
It's so cute. I'd be like, "How's she doing?" He's like, "Oh, we just took a nap."
Yeah.
But he would have her nap just like right on her.
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's
Oh.
so cute."
Oh.
Loved it.
Very good.
So, and you have 3 cats of your own.
I do.
Uh-huh.
And apparently that's the point where you become crazy cat lady. That's when you get your badge, is when you
Okay.
get 3.
Okay.
And I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Well, it was what do you call it? Foster fail was
Yeah.
my third
Oh.
one. I was just gonna
Yeah.
wean him enough to get adopted. Then we fell in love.
Nah, I hate when that happens.
Cat number 3. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you
Yep.
for sharing that and bringing this awareness. Like you said, this time of year too, especially. And you guys volunteer your time and
Yep.
your energy, but also, I mean,
Yeah.
big hearts.
Yeah.
Love you guys for doing that.
Let me tell you. So we're on a dog walk. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? And it's dark. 'Cause it's December, and we're almost home, and we hear a squeak in the bushes somewhere.
Yeah.
And she's got her. Then she gets out her flashlight and is up in my neighbor's yard in dark, looking for something that might be in distress. I'm like, please,
Don't be a cat. Don't be a cat, right?
yeah.
Always on duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
We
Love
found
it.
nothing.
Right.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's the best, though. Okay. So, all right. We've got a little bit of time left.
Yeah. We're doing fine.
Chris
Yeah.
is showing us, and we want to get to that chocolate.
Yes.
We don't
Okay.
want to disappoint you, Rob.
All right.
Okay. So, we all have a little bit of chocolate
Right.
at our places.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I got this last podcast we talked about. Chris, you and I went to the Quicks
Yes.
Chocolatier in Ferndale.
Yes.
So it's just behind 9 Mile there.
Yep.
And we started getting our inventory ready.
Yep. Yep. You were chatting up the owner.
Oh, he's a great guy,
Yeah.
David. Yes.
Yep.
So we started adding back our
Yep.
chocolate and tea pairings to our programs.
Yep.
We had a hiatus for quite a while. We're bringing them back for 2025. We have our first one scheduled in February. And yes. And so this dark chocolate, we're pairing it with the ginger
Mhm.
tea. So if we want to take a little taste
All
of
right.
that. And the reason the ginger is suggested as a good tea pairing is because dark chocolate is strong. It's got the high cocoa content.
Right.
Also has typically more caffeine of all the chocolates, and
Right.
it has a compound called theobromine,
Yes.
which we'll get to. But it's stronger than the milk chocolate. Sometimes it's a little bitter, but dark chocolate's my favorite.
Yeah.
And so because it's so strong, it needs a strong tea. So they suggest things like Lapsang Souchong and Earl Grey and ginger, because ginger is not a shy tea.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
Do we need a refill? Does anybody need a refill on your tea?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Still got, yep.
Okay.
This is
Really,
really good.
Right? Really good.
Is it-
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does that go good?
Yeah.
I never would have thought of chocolate and tea for some reason. Like you think of like
Yeah.
sweets with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess sweets with tea too, but like scone, not
Yeah.
brick
Right,
of chocolate.
right.
You know,
This
and it works. I
This
like
is a
it.
little
Yeah,
bit
it
out of
does.
the box, but
Yeah.
yes, I like it.
All right. Very good.
I think that does bring out the best.
Yeah,
feel.
it does. They complement each other very nicely.
Okay, we have a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe tea with a little dark chocolate fondue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
ooh, all right. Okay, so this chocolate, the dark chocolate, it has some good health properties. We tend to talk about health topics when you're on, and we also always put out our big fat disclaimer: we're not health professionals.
Yeah.
But if it's a source that we think is
Yeah.
credible, we'll pass it along.
Yeah.
So the dark chocolate has, it's supposed to help with cardiovascular. Also, it's a little bit of a stimulant, like caffeine.
Right.
But it's not as potent, so it won't make you jittery,
Mm-hmm.
and it's smoother, kind of
Right.
less, not all right at once.
Right.
So this compound, theobromine. Now, this isn't a word I just toss out in casual conversation.
Oh, you do. Come on.
And I'm not a chemist.
Uh-huh.
In fact, when I was in college, we had to do a chemistry. We had to have some kind of science requirement. So I took chemistry and society for all you non-science majors. My brother Ed likened it to Bowling 101. So,
Tracks.
pardon?
I said that tracks.
So, anyway, I rely on people like my great tea friend,
Yes.
Michelle Frankel,
Mhm.
and she has that book.
There you go.
Showed this before.
Yep.
Steeper, The Chemistry of Tea.
Uh-huh.
She
Steeped.
talks steeped.
Yep.
What did I say?
Steeper.
Steeper. Okay.
Maybe the sequel.
Yes. Very good. So she talks about theobromine, caffeine,
Yep.
all those chemistry things,
Yep, yep.
But I love the etymology of theobromine.
Uh-huh.
It's a combination of two Greek words, theos meaning God,
Mm-hmm.
and broma meaning food,
Uh-huh.
food of the gods.
All right.
Isn't that apt?
Yes. Very
I
good.
think so. Okay. So this compound, though, is also detrimental to your pets.
Yes.
So you want to keep the chocolate away from dogs and cats.
Yeah.
And it can be actually very toxic to dogs
Right.
and cats as well. But there's a reason we're not so worried about the cats. And that's because they tend not to go to sweet foods.
Yeah.
They don't have a sweet receptor,
Right.
taste receptor.
Right.
But there are exceptions. I think you had an exception.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you told me that, I was like, except for Bean, she'd be the first one. Actually, today,
Yeah.
I heard some tussling in my kitchen,
Uh-oh.
and I knew exactly what it was because I knew what the container sounded like. Every time I have a dessert, if it's cookies or cake, or I always have desserts, she always tries to get in it.
Yeah.
She loves sweets, and her favorite. If I put I don't know about cheese. If I put meat and bread on the ground, she'd go eat the bread.
Yeah.
She's always stealing my PBJs. Like if I leave, she'll take it.
Wow.
It's the weirdest thing.
Okay.
It's super strange.
Bean won't be invited to dinner.
Nope.
Formal dinner, right?
Nope. No dinners.
Well, we had a puppy, Bailey, who took it upon herself to help. She took a full plate of fudge.
It was a Christmas thing. Had family over. The plate was set on a chair or something like that, and it was gone. And she was quite excitable for about the next hour.
Well, you took her outside,
Yeah.
and she ran around
Yeah.
the perimeter of our house.
Yeah.
I think 20 times.
Yeah.
Kind of high on energy, so
Yeah.
you do have to watch it. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Yeah.
It
She was fine.
She
but,
was fine, and she was young and healthy, but just caution.
Yeah.
Have to be a little bit
Yeah.
careful. Okay, so
All right. Got about 3.5 minutes.
all right, so I just wanted to wrap up with a few things. I mentioned the tea table books.
Yes.
So this book I talked about, and I'm going to get the correct title.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay.
So this is The Art of Tablescaping.
Yes.
See that?
Yes.
And this is by Arthur White.
Uh-huh.
So we talked about this in the last podcast, and it's beautiful pictures, really inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And I contacted Arthur White, and he is, we're going to have an interview with him in our next blog.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
It's astonishing, really.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for that, but also for Christmas, that would be a great gift.
Yes.
You can find it on their website. We'll have that link as well.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about great pairing.
Yes.
Put this with Barb's Tea Services, formal dining etiquette, formal dining, and tea time.
Yes.
And you'll be inspired like crazy with these pictures.
Uh-huh.
But this has like kind of a guide on how you put your place settings together, where the forks go and glasses, etc. So that might be a real nice.
Okay.
For somebody.
Hints are being dropped. Okay.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to, before we close, I want to thank very much our special guest.
Yes.
She's more special than me.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
And I mean, I so appreciate that you came on, creating a little bit more awareness.
Yep.
Love our animals.
Thank you so much for letting me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
You are outstanding.
Yes.
So, and we hope you will come back.
Yep.
You always have an invitation. We'd love to try that Ethiopian.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, yes, next
All right.
time I'll have that on hand.
Very
All
good.
right. All right. Very good. And thank you, Rob, too.
Yep.
Of course.
Yes.
And I think, do I hear that
Oh,
sound?
I think you do.
All right. So, again, wrapping up podcast 26
Yep.
with our very special guests, Megan and Rob, my co-host, Chris,
Here I am.
and
There I go.
and much thanks to On TV Studios for letting us be here. And as we like to say, but before I say our tagline, I'd like to wish everybody happy holidays. And hopefully we'll do another podcast before, but if not, season's greetings, and please stay tuned.